It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foe.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Trey Tucker to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Following the play, there's somebody in some pretty clear pain. Looks like that's Michael Mayer, who they're going to head out to check on. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Right back to Patterson now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Offense executing early, new set of downs at the 38-yard line. Chubb here on first down. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. After that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now a give right side to Chubb. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out to the 10th pick of the draft, coming off that national championship in Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere JJ has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. On play action now, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Denver. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for Raiders first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Chubb. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, sent down by Cody Barton.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. McCarthy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Trying for the deep ball. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Broncos looking at a punt on fourth down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Baker. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Allen on the catch. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Mayfield now from the gun. This is complete to Schultz. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Mayfield. He gets this one to Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Schultz with the catch. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Escapes the puck, and this will be a Las Vegas touchdown! The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. New set of downs for him at the 38. Williams now on 1st and 10. Blast through midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Now it's McCarthy. Setting up the screen. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Traymon Smith back deep for the Broncos. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On the move, headed right. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. McCarthy throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. 1st and 10, here's Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete. He's hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Has the connection to Jones. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Baker throwing again. This is hauled in by Myers. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And this stays tied here in the second.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Lad McConkey, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. McCarthy looking to throw. Dulcich hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Bronx, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 34. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass complete to Dulcich. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton. 3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Here's McCarthy to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard.
Baker now off the play fake. He gets this one to Myers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
And the Raiders first down.
Receiver in motion, headed right.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line. You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be their football. The Broncos running their offense out once again. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Cut by Sutton. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Sent down by Cody Barton. A timeout now, staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. On play action now, McCarthy launches one deep downfield. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 32 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They're going play action. Too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is is going to get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give inside to Chubb. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Motioning left is their running back. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. Williams gets the first and still running. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Tucker now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing now, off play action. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Finds Mims. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, McCarthy. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. He'll throw it yet again. Rolling left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an act of surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. Goes up and over for the touchdown.
Williams, the ball carrier.
The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First down, here's Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone, and call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Give to Williams from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Broncos ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Tight end gets it running forward. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going left side, Williams with it. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
The Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.